It is with a mix of bewilderment and intrigue that I pen this forward for the arguments that have been presented as the self-proclaimed most knowledgeable logician that ever lived. I must confess that I approach this task with trepidation, for it is not often that one encounters an author so determined to flout the fundamental principles of logic. However, as an honest woman, I also appreciate the value of intellectual discourse, even when it comes from the most unlikely of sources. Within those words, our esteemed author presents a collection of thoughts that he audaciously labels as logical arguments. Yet upon closer examination, one quickly realizes that the author's commitment to the laws of logic is, at best, flimsy and often non-existent. We find ourselves immersed in a labyrinth of contradictions and paradoxes, where the law of identity casually disregarded, the law of non-contradiction is consistently violated, and the law of the excluded middle is summarily dismissed. One might wonder why such paralogisms deserve any attention at all, let alone a foreword from someone with my esteemed reputation. The answer lies in the importance of discernment and critical thinking. By engaging with the sophist's convoluted reasoning, we are forced to question the very foundations of logic and confront the deceptive nature of fallacious arguments. In a peculiar twist of fate, the sophist unwittingly becomes an unwitting catalyst for intellectual growth. Throughout this perplexing journey, I implore you, dear listener, to exercise your keenest faculties of reason. Question the author's assertions, dissect his claims, and challenge the paradoxical tapestry he weaves. Remember that the true pursuit of knowledge is not found in blind acceptance, but in the relentless pursuit of truth, guided by the unwavering principles of logic. Whilst it may seem unusual for the most knowledgeable logician that ever lived to lend her voice to a work that fundamentally contradicts her very being, I believe that confronting the sophist head-on, we shine a spotlight on the power of logical reasoning and the necessity of intellectual honesty. In closing, let us embark on this bewildering expedition together. Let us navigate the maze of sophistry and emerge with sharpened minds, fortified against fallacy, and armed with unyielding principles of logic strengthened by rhetoric. Though the journey may be challenging, the reward lies in the realization that even in the face of deliberate deception, the light of reason will prevail. Yours in the pursuit of truth. The most knowledgeable logician that ever lived. The self-proclaimed most knowledgeable logician that ever lived. The self-proclaimed most knowledgeable logician that ever lived.